Okay. I'm gonna live stream. What the fuck? Why not? So, I'm just gonna do some divination. If anybody stumbles in, that is fine. I'm just gonna do this. And let me see. There it is. I knew it was here somewhere. Samhain blessings to anyone that's watching. Okay. Let's see. Let's put my glasses over here. I shouldn't need them. If I put them on, I won't be able to read the cards. Okay. Yeah. Oh, let me turn my mic a little bit. Make sure that's good. It should be good. Okay. Breathe. Just breathe. So, I've had some amazing connections during the Samhain season so far. And I just had an amazing one. In the spirit of that, I have not done any divination today yet. And I want to. So, let's do that. If anybody pops in, let's see here. Put another tab here real quick. I have no clue how to see in YouTube if anybody's making any comments or if anybody's watching. Let's see. Doesn't really matter, but I just don't want to ignore anyone if I happened to get a comment. I'm gonna assume that it's all good. And I can't look at my phone because that's the other camera. So I'm gonna assume nobody's here. I will try to figure that out along the way. If it shows me chat somewhere. Nope. Nope. That's all for that. Where is... Isn't this fun watching someone that's never done this? No, that's not what I want. Da, 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 da. Nope. Cancel that, please. Cancel. Hold, please. I don't know. I don't know if it's... Yeah. It's just been hell of a ride. I've been in one hell of a slump. Practice-wise, creatively, it's just been crazy. And yeah. Da, 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 da. I'm trying to see if I can see anything on here real quick. Let me go to this for 1 second. be that. Yeah, not 100% sure, but that's okay. Don't need to be. I may refer to the book for Witch Sister Tarot. I read it intuitively. However, I still like to go to the book and see if I'm vibing with what the artist was trying to get across. Hello. This may be the wheel. I feel spinner thread, the spiral here. Feel like she's a page, maybe a knight. Earth. I feel like this is a little reflective of me. I almost feel like this, maybe not necessarily fate in this situation. This feels more like maybe fate. She has her back turned to it, doesn't see the spirals all around her. So stubborn in her ways, a little set in her ways. Even being, I feel like she's a knight, but she may not be. She could be, she might be the Six of Pentacles. She looks tired. I feel like she's reflective of me. There's something I'm not seeing here. That's what happens when I move away from that software. I didn't even see that wasn't in frame. Actually, let's do this. Ooh, I'm getting a little bit of lag. I'm sorry about that. It's probably because I don't have the greatest computer for this. It does it. It does the job. But that's probably why I am. Like I said, I'm kind of torn between the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles for that one. In either case, the message, both messages that I pick up from those two cards, and I've had the Six of Pentacles quite an awful lot in the last few months. Get out of it what you put in. Reciprocity. And like I said, that Knight, even though she's not in reverse, she might be a little stuck. Well, not, yeah. Could be stubborn, could be stuck. I don't think she's being stubborn in this case. I don't think I'm being stubborn. I am stuck. So we have Rue. Protection. Red Lemniscate, the Sun. And is that Mercury? Sorry, I'm also listening to a sound bath in the back, and they always affect me. I could feel earlier it was making me move in circles listening. I think it's Mercury. Oops. Planetary symbols. It just has an extra little thingy below, not above. But it could be Mercury. I'll have to refer to the book on this. Copper, why are we whining? Okay. We'll just refer to the guidebook because it will be in there. Okay, let's see here. Stop. Okay. I'm going to refer to the guidebook, see if I can get a cohesive message out of all that. So let's see. I still don't care. I love that I cut the titles off of this deck, but it does mean I have to kind of flip through until I learn them all. I really need to do a deep dive with this deck, so I memorize all the images. Okay. I do have that first one. And is she the Fool? Oh wait, no. They just put that one in a different spot in the book as well. Here we go. Yes, the spinner threads the wheel. Okay, she would take the place of the wheel. 10. Traditionally, the 10th card in the Major Arcana is titled the Wheel of Fortune and is packed with diverse esoteric symbols. However, for the Witch Sister Tarot, it felt like something simpler and more tangible was needed. Wool, in many ways, is the raw stuff, the very fabric of life. Certainly in rural Scotland, for century upon century, sheep have been essential to the survival of the common folk, tending the flock, shearing the fleeces, then cleaning, carding, and spinning the wool into yarn were skills that most countrywomen would need to acquire. The dexterity and flair shown in woven and knitted textiles from the Highlands and the islands in particular are celebrated worldwide to this day. And oh my God, I would love, to go to Scotland, Ireland, Wales, Britain. But yeah, oh my God, I would love to go there and actually buy some of these pieces of a sweater, a blanket. I love blankets. I always have throw blankets everywhere and use them all the time. Okay, so the spinner tells us our fate is in our own hands. Her spindle whirls round and round, and all of us will have our share of blessings and trials. Then having the share of trials. Often it can seem like other people are getting all the blessings and we are getting all the trials. Well, guess what? We are. I'm sorry. Yes, I'm lucky, and I acknowledge I have a home. Although we had flooding and it was surrounded by water yesterday. So luckily we got some great winds that are getting it out of here quickly. We've had the shutdown now for 31 days. No pay. But Joe still has to go to work every day. It's just, they don't care. We've been doing this for over 30 years. Every time they've done this, we don't get paid. When Joe was active duty, it was that way. Since he's been a civilian, it's been that way. This is ridiculous. These are people's lives they're playing with. I can hear deer walking through the water outside right now. But if we are honest and appreciate the humble everyday gifts life gives us, most of us have a great deal we can be thankful for. Yes. Like I said, I'm very thankful. All of our vehicles, all of our houses here, we're all safe. And it was just major inconvenience. The water will recede quickly this time. We're lucky, even though this was a major flood event. So we did luck out that way. There's still water on the road. People need to go to work. Anyway, back to this. But the spinner smiles as she works. She knows that there are treasures in store for us, and she can't wait to see what we will create for ourselves. That's what I'm trying to do. Like I said, I wanted to record my divination that I'm doing for Samhain regardless. So right now I decided to do it as a live stream. And like I said, if anybody joins in, great. I'll read for them if they want. In a reading, this card indicates good fortune, a positive outcome, and reminds us that we can always act to change our circumstances. Yes, really need that. But let's see what's going on here. This is a great message from whatever you want to call it. I call it the universe, just as a general. When I'm working with these energies. Today I am feeling it's a little more from the ancestor side. I had a very profound moment earlier. So who are you? Okay, not the 6 of stones. Okay. So, oh, it's the 8. Oh, hang on. Let me think. Okay, so it's the 8 of Pentacles. I think these are the other lessons still apply that I was talking about, that I was seeing possibly in that card. Because those images are going to make you pull forward what you need. And that's what I was seeing in that, but I still as the 8, now that I see her as the 8 of stones, the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. That element of mastery. Nose to the grindstone once again. I took a little break. Maybe it's time to get back to it. I'm not looking in the right direction, maybe. Maybe I need to refocus what I need to learn, study. Okay, hang on one second. So the 8 of stones. I'm gonna butcher this pronunciation. Gleistigs are Scottish spirits of place, half woman, half goat, clothed in green with long golden hair. They are deeply connected to their particular region or location. Gleistigs are extremely strong, performing extraordinary labors and feats of endurance. They can be very helpful to humans, particularly when it comes to taking care of livestock. I don't take care of livestock, but we have feral cats that we try to house as best we can and give them food and shelter. I always warn them when I know we've got flooding coming, and I think all but 2 got the message, and we're here and safe in the high ground I have for them. And I'm only still waiting to see the 1 stripes. I haven't seen stripes yet. Tennessee was soaked from the neck down trying to get to me. So wherever he hunkered down to ride out the flooding, he had to still get through pretty deep water to get back to here. I haven't seen stripes, but stripes is really aloof. And we don't see that one as often. So I'll be looking forward to seeing that one. But should a human be foolish enough to try I can't even read right now, to try to trap or bind them, their vengeance can be terrible. So I've worked with the spirits here. I connected to the land here profoundly. But no, I wouldn't try to trap or bind them. But anyway, she gladly tends to the sheep and the cows, spending her days roaming the pastures and hillsides and seeing that everything is well managed all around the Crofter farm. She does like to be recognized and rewarded, and the wise Crofter will take care to leave an offering of milk for her poured into a hole in some convenient stone. Yeah. I have been neglecting my altars and my offerings. It's just a funk. I hate when I get into one and I can't just try to call myself back up out of it again. Like the Glaystig, when we are shown appreciation and feel that we belong, we are able to give give of our best. Okay, I don't like the way they phrase that. The Eight of Stones shows us a stable and nourishing work environment in which we can flourish. The majors governing the the majors governing the eight are Strength and Moonchild, which is the moon in their version of the moon in this tarot. And in the current situation, the fortitude and stamina of the first can combine with the intuition and vision of the second to great effect. We are being given the chance to be a guardian of something precious. I have been working hard to try to figure out the best way to save as much of this property, to tend this property, to save everything for as long as we can. But that takes money, a lot of money. And we know what's going on right now with that. Okay, so my water. We have rue. An herb of protection. I have, yes, used rue in the past. Psychic shield, auric protection, angelic wisdom, banisher of darkness, restoration of vitality. Rue is known as the herb of grace or the blessed herb. In Spanish, it is known as ruda. In Greek, it is rua. Again, Greek is not, which means to set free. Rue is considered a powerful and protective plant with a long and detailed historical use in both medicine and ceremonial rituals. Early physicians considered rue a vital remedy against plagues, pestilence, and poison. Okay, let's see here. Trying to see if I see what they said about the astrological on there. All right, I'm just going to read the guidance and we'll see. Rue is said to be the herb of angels, granting us the ability to channel the angelic realms. It emanates golden energy like a lion, powerfully protecting and pouring in light into any space that it inhabits. Resilient like the wide array of solar herbs, it grows generously and abundantly, thriving in all kinds of terrain, demonstrating its strong life force and vitality. Rue has landed in your cards today to remind you to protect your aura from lurking and possessive spirits that might be consuming your energy. I have been very lax in my protections as of late. And yes, I do need to work on that. Don't allow parasitic negative energy to darken your field, which can create perpetual states of self-criticism, self-doubt, or self-hatred. Call upon Rue's power to shield your body with angelic forces and restore radiance, vitality, and love in your atmosphere. She does not mention... Oh, no, Pluto. Okay, there we go. There we go. That would be the other... Very interesting. So, yes, remembering my place on the wheel currently. Come on, we need that upswing. I need that upswing. Come on. I seriously need that upswing on the wheel. And let's see. Yeah, hard work, diligence. That's what's going to get me there. But a reminder, I need to get back to basics too. Protection, work, cleansing, purifying, get back to basics. It's Samhain. It's time for the clock to reset again. Hopefully I get to keep resetting it for a very long time. Okay. Well, I don't think anybody popped in. That's okay. I'm gonna end this one here. Yeah, I don't think anybody popped in. If they did, let me pop over to comments. Yeah, I don't see any comments. I would think it would be there. I'm not sure because I'm running OBS for the stream. So I will just have to see how it goes. But if you were here or if you're watching this later, Samhain blessings. Thanks for joining me. I thought I hit the stop button like 20 minutes ago. And I've just been sitting here trying to figure out how to process it. Why it wasn't letting me finish. Because my dumbass, I'm still streaming. Sorry everyone that stopped by.